Hello friends, welcome back to my show you how the BI project works into real work environment. Friends, most of you are having some relevant experience in the data analytics and willing to switch to the BI related roles. Most of you may be learning Tableau, Power BI and maybe many other visualization tool to get into this role, right? But you really don't know the real corner of this BI project because you have no work experience, right? Specific to this BI project. When I say BI project, it is end to end project of any business intelligence. Okay. So when it comes to developing any dashboard, does not matter it is Tableau or Power BI or any other. It is just a platform to build some visualization. But when it comes to BI project, it is a very small phase of a BI project. I'll divide the BI project into three phases, okay, for a better understanding. The phase number one is the data preparation. Okay. Stage number two is I'll name this as ETL, and stage number three is dashboard development. Okay, for our convenience, I am just naming these three stages. Maybe in other book or somewhere else you may find some different terminology, but I have just divided the overall project into these three phases for a basic understanding. Okay, so whenever you say you are developing any dashboard, you are getting data from somewhere, right? Data is present in certain location and you are retrieving that data into your platform to develop dashboard. Okay, so in our practice we directly use Excel file or CSV file, which is a data present in prepared form, right? So we are using a pre-prepared data to develop dashboard. So whatever practice we are doing, we are only practicing the phase number 3. We are not much focused on this phase number 1 and phase number 2. That is why you guys are not able to shortlist into the interview. You are not able to crack the scenario based question. This is what happening. So I'll just try to give you some knowledge on the phase number 1 and the phase number 2, and also we will discuss on phase number 3. Okay, so let's start. I'll delete this so that we will get good space to discuss. All right, now we will discuss the phase number 1, data preparation. So when I say data preparation, it is just identification of the data. Let's say you are preparing a dashboard, you have certain requirement of the data, so you need to identify where that data is present and how you can collect the data at a single place. For example, data is stored in HDFS system. In all practical case, it stores in distributed system only. There are certain infrastructure managed by all organization which is been handled by different teams. So you don't need to worry about HDFS. You just have a clear understanding that data is not present in a particular system. It is present in distributed form, in distributed system. Okay, so from HDFS environment, your data is been pushed to a certain server. It could be SQL server, or it could be no SQL server. It could be on-prem, it could be cloud, it could be anything, correct? So on-prem, cloud. So your data is present in a server in the form of, you can say, table, or in the form of block, anything. Okay, so you have to first identify the data, where the data is present, and then you have to prepare a script to bring the data on a particular place in consolidated form, only required data. It could be another place within the SQL server or Snowflake schema. You may have to design a fresh schema for that to prepare the data, right? Now this is the actual data. Now when I just took the example of SQL, it could be anything depending upon your actual project. Okay, so now you have a data, well structured data, which is almost ready for developing your front-end dashboard. Probably some of the part is not very useful to develop in front-end dashboard. For example, this particular data having the 30 table and 200 columns, but your dashboard don't really require this all 30 table. You may require a partial data or some part of data. So for that purpose, you will use the phase number 2, which is ETL. So in ETL is simply nothing but extract, transform, and load. Okay, so depending upon the infrastructure, you can build up a fresh view based on this data. You can create a pipeline and manipulate the data within the pipeline. You can create a workflow, right? These are the options. So these are the different options, and you will choose a most feasible option to do your ETL operation. So in this, you can use your SQL knowledge to prepare view, or you can develop a pipeline. Let's say if you are getting data directly from some HDFS server in the form of stream, you can develop a pipeline, or you can develop a workflow. For example, there is Azure pipeline you can develop. In terms of workflow, you can develop a workflow in the Ultrix. So this is just example and tool name, but this can be different in different project. Okay, it is total depending upon the most feasible approach to perform ETL operation. So this comes under the stage number 2. Okay, now you perform your ETL operation and prepare your data, which is ready to develop your front-end dashboard. Okay, now you will push this data to a particular location. When I say location, it could be a server, it could be a Power BI server, Tableau server, anything. You can consider this, or you can say it is a server refers to this ETL platform It could be a SQL server, it could be a Azure server, or it could be a Alteryx gallery. It could be anything. Okay, so you are pushing the data which is ready to develop the dashboard and storing on a certain place. Now you are connecting your Tableau or Power BI with this particular server and preparing your front end dashboard. Could be anything depending upon your business requirement, right? And now you are eventually came into stage number 3, phase number 3. Now once you are done with your dashboard development, you will share this dashboard on a again particular location or server in a particular folder where the all the different team member refers to that particular business unit or the folder will access the dashboard, will build a communication with that particular dashboard. Correct? So this is the end-to-end overview of any BI project. Now this is not just the overview, but I'll give some more detail on the different stages. So here we have server number 1, here we have server number 2, here we have server number 3. So you also have to take care of the data refresh on this all server. If the data is not refreshed properly, your front-end dashboard will show incorrect details, which will be creating the unnecessary issues. So you must be aware about the server administration side also, like how to handle the refresh failures. Basically, you must know how to write the SQL query, how to implement the logic, how to make changes in existing logic. So that kind of information or that kind of knowledge is very important to develop the script or to prepare the data, which will fall at this particular stage. So that's why in interview they ask SQL queries, so you will get a good understanding, okay, what kind of approach you must have. So you will study your SQL accordingly. So you must be good at developing the logic. Okay, in ETL you must have knowledge of ETL tools, not all tool but basic ETL concept and any one tool that you are comfortable with. Then you must know how to publish the data on the server and how to maintain the extract version of the data. Then this part is also already practiced by you, like how to develop the front-end dashboard, how to develop chart and all that thing. That is very easy. I don't think it is need to discuss in this particular video. Okay, so guys, this is the end-to-end flow of any BI project. I hope you got a very good understanding out of this, and if you are doing something addition to this particular stage, you can consider share your thoughts into the comment section. And if you are facing any problem to develop your Tableau dashboard, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. We can connect and discuss the problem and solve. So this could be a very good learning for all of us. All right, so hope you found this video useful. Share your thoughts in the comment section, like this video, prefer to watch all the Tableau related videos on my channel. And if you are preparing for interview, I have a well maintained a playlist of real interview where you will find how the interviewer asks the question, and accordingly you can prepare your answer, as those interviews are real. So don't consider the all answers are correct into that interview. Okay, so you have to prepare your own answer. All right, so I will see you in the next video. Till then, Take care. Bye bye.